Blue,
You got walk-ins?
you want to help me shoot a video? You want to help me shoot a video? Like this afternoon?
This afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta do something at 5.
I bet you do.
A gas appointment.
Tyler, you want to help me shoot a video?
What?
It's just gonna be like a short film.
I don't like the way you aiming the camera at me like that.
You gotta like you gotta act in it.
I guess I'll act in it. Acting right now?
Like when are you
Acting
free?
like I care.
I'm just a hop, skipping a jump away from the place I wanna end up. Preparing for the land on. My parachute is stand on. I pray to fall smooth, cause I'm out here feeling stranded with delusions of grandeur. Like niggas surviving, we just complying with our hands up. They still won't shoot us down cause they can't stand us. The paper bag test, we ain't passed it. I must have missed the master classes in the midst of madness. Was too consumed by the pressure of sadness. Alas, beating myself up like a heavy bag. Everlast, nothing's ever good enough. My criticism's crucial. Trying to find some common ground that we can stand upon that's mutual. And I'll meet you halfway if you can go the distance and more assistance.
You see, I'm a YouTuber, but separate than YouTube, and probably more importantly, I run my own production company. These are the new shirts that came in today, courtesy of season 2. On the back it says Rouge Productions, but I'm currently unable to film that. So I face problems like this that aren't only just whenever it comes to like class projects that are videos, but also company aspirations. Like if we were to grow to the size that we say we want to grow to, I want to be able to like be recognized by Warner Brothers at the age of 30, like before I hit my 30s, right? That gives me less than 10 years, less than a decade, which has been what, like a half of my life to accomplish this goal that I've just set for myself. And you know, I can trace back like all of the steps that I feel I need to take, but this obstacle seems to be what's stopping me now, and that's upsetting. Like, come on, guys. I might have went a little overboard with the smoke. It's fine. It's fine. We still gonna get some good pictures. It's still gonna be just fine. Yeah, I'm like, I hope that's the timer, not the smoke alarm going off, cause
I wish you would have hopped in the middle, but okay.
Look at this.
When it's edited, it's going to be crucial.
It's really not going nowhere either.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that in photo shoots. This is like, what? Dang.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll just, it'll air out naturally over time, and
They're gonna be scared to come in here like, what the? Oh my gosh.
it's so thick.
No, it's just staying there.
Wow. Well, there you go. You can get you some cool effects.
Go deep, like 50,000 feet below the surface level. Get straight to the core of the issue. It might be too high, but I'll dig a little deeper till you tell me this.
So this is the struggle of having a photo shoot. People don't be coming through. This is why it's so hard to make content on LinkedIn. We can't even see you. We just see cloud.
I'm dead.
How do you feel? You just got bamboozled.
I'm tired.
This is why, like, literally. See, y'all ain't about to quit playing with me. Y'all messing up my season. I started, like, here's how I was doing it, right? For YouTube, I've been, like, producing content. It's been alright. Like, you know, like, I did a little bit of short films where it was only me, shot by me, edited by me, starred in by me. And then, like, I wanted to do, like, more stuff. Like, you know, like I was telling you with the scripts I've been writing and, like, having casts and characters and all that stuff. But I can never get nobody to come through. So that's why I started season 2. Like, I'm ending out season 1 now. I'm starting season 2 so that, like, I can have better content with, like, more complex scripts. And I want to do skits around Langston, showcase life at Langston, all that stuff. If I can't get nobody to come through, we can't do that.
I feel like if we just keep searching for people, then more people will be willing to do stuff. But a lot of people will say they're cap and just say they're gonna do it, and then next thing you know, when it's closer and closer, like you said, when it's closer and closer to time,
they just drop off like one by one. So I realized, like, even with the photo shoots I did for Black History Month, I had 9 people there. I had to have asked at least like 40 plus people of like, I'm doing this photo shoot this weekend. Who's gonna show up? Blah blah blah. And I was counting on people not showing up because like I had a limo, so that whenever we got to the shoot, it would take us all to different locations, and they're like, oh my god, a limo, wow. But it was a 9-person limo, so like if everybody who I invited came, like we wouldn't have fit. But I already knew they was gonna flake out, so I was like, yeah, go ahead and get that 9-person limo, and like. Yeah, I just refuse to be deterred at this point, because that's what I did last semester. Was I got discouraged and I was like, whatever, just forget it. Like, I'm not gonna do nothing until I can get people to come through. But now I'm just gonna force my way through it and make content, because I can't do it no more.
You just gotta keep going, because it's very discouraging. And it's hard. Like, it's so hard to keep going because, so like, we in college, so it's just like, you would think that so many people would be willing to do stuff. I always thought when I got to college, like, it's about to be on. I'm about to have all types of different hustles.
They talking about, you gonna meet the friends that you gonna have for the rest of your life. I'm like, I got 3 friends. Quotation mark.
Rico and Ashlyn, too. Like that.
I really be telling people, like, I don't have friends, because I can't really depend on none of y'all. Like, Tyler be acting like he cool with me, but, like, he'll flake out on me whenever I'm trying to do projects, and then he'll be asking me for stuff. I'll be leaving on red, and he already know. Like, he don't get mad because he knows, like, you know, he flake out on me, so that's why I don't be, you know, responding to him. But I'm going to try to be better. I got to do better and, like, make content and just do better. That's all I got to say for myself.
Moves on, I know, I know, I know, and you and I in time.
This issue I often find whenever I try to make like a large-scale short film is the fact that there's never anyone here. To do projects that I aspire to do, sometimes they require a certain level of collaboration. And, you know, if there's nobody here to A, be a part of that, or B, experience that, then it makes it really difficult for me to accomplish my dream and things that I want to do. Thank you all for coming.
Time moves on, I know, I know, I know, I know, and you and I in time will
Pose like a host and like a plethora of different solutions to this problem. But the problem is never the way that I'm going about it. The problem is what they're afraid to admit. It's the fact that no one ever comes through. I found this video online, hopefully as a, you know, testament in aiding me to explain the subject at hand. So let's see how much it helps in describing the subject at hand.
Flaker, slang for a person who has proven to be unreliable in following through with plans, often for gatherings or public outings. Can also be used as a verb, to flake, abandon plans with little to no notice. I was up late doing work and I slept in. You're unemployed. Sorry, I just remembered my essay's due tomorrow. You dropped out 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I'm broke. You watched Infinity War in theaters 6 times. Sorry, there's 2 millimeters of snow outside and I don't have winter tires. Oh yeah, definitely, no worries. Your safety and inability to drive in such a natural disaster excuses you from missing my birthday. Flaking has become so easy in this generation because of technology. We can hide behind the safety of a screen and just become ghosts on command when it benefits us. But the disadvantage here is that if you do decide to flake, you better not be posting on social media about anything else other than lying about sleeping early because you value your health and want a good sleep schedule. What a shit! Look, I get it. Sometimes things do come up and you can't make it. Sometimes your excuses are sincere. But you need to be careful when people start catching on. People can see patterns and also your Instagram stories. You can't keep living the FOMO life and cry wolf forever. If you really value your relationships, you need to make time for the people you care about, because they've cared enough for you to take time out of their days. And like I've said before in a past video, time is the most valuable currency we have. It's a one-way transaction and there are no refunds. If you end up wasting people's time, they're gonna stop investing in you. And don't confuse flakers for busy people. Actual busy people will tell you ahead of time or upon being asked that they are unavailable. Oh cool, thanks for telling me. Now I know only to reserve 5 seats instead of 6. Flakers will ask you to save a seat for them and then take a nap for the rest of the day. Busy people will tell you, sorry, I have work during the week. Does Saturday work for you? Flakers will have work all week and then tell you they're free anytime. Busy people will have a New Year's resolution to go to the gym 4 times a week, but only manage to go twice a week. Flakers will go once using your guest pass and then never get membership. The sad reality with flakers is that you only know them for a short period of time. They can only flake so long until they fully flake out on their relationships. And what's even more unfortunate is that they don't realize their behavior and blame their friends for not inviting them to hang out anymore. Don't let it get to that. You're probably flaking on them right now to watch this video and then 10 more related videos afterwards. Look, I'll be here when you get back. I can wait. They can't. Go on.
I hope that helped in some way. I'm looking at some of you. Tell us what went wrong with your show, Tyler.
Well, I couldn't get
This
confirmation.
nigga has 2 sugars.
That's not really relevant to what we're
Tripping, taking off sugar.
So if you don't put sugar in your shit, you ain't for us out. You talking about that southern shit, woo?
Alright. Let's tell them what happened.
Yeah, I couldn't get confirmation from anybody. I was like, y'all coming? And then I got let them deliver, and then read. And then I just looked at it, and I even double texted some people.
Tough.
Opened it again.
Still no response, huh?
No response.
Sound like you had a classic case of what be happening to me on a daily basis. How it make you feel? How do you feel? How does it make you feel,
Some
Tyler?
people showed up.
No, that's not what I asked. I said how did it make you feel?
Well, how did that make me feel?
Yeah.
It made me feel like they didn't value my time. They didn't value my soul as a person, you feel me?
That's deep. What else?
The content of my character.
Wait,
They
didn't you
won't
just?
judge me by the color of my skin.
Okay, that's not really. Thank you for your time.
They said we're not showing up to this. And I was like, why gotta be all that?
There's always all that. But that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for sharing, Tyler.
Why gotta be all that?
Thank you for sharing, Tyler. Very cool. Let me just take a moment to explain the scale of the problem that we're dealing here with, right? So, as a creator, I feel alone. And I don't know if that's just a situation in the environment that I'm in, or rather a strategy, disconnection with me not reaping success in things that I want to do. With that being said, let me explain the scale of the problem. So, I'm calling people out now. Jeremiah, I let him know a couple days ahead of time, about a week out, and then the day before I said, hey, we're shooting tomorrow at 3. No response. People tend to do this thing where you invite them to something. Look, whenever you come through for them, it's perfectly fine, but whenever they have to come through for you, that's when problems arise. Whenever I say, hey, we gotta shoot tomorrow at 3, no response. It's a typical thing, it happens all the time. Avery, let him know about a week's time ahead, and the day before, hey, we're shooting tomorrow morning. No response. it's just easy for people to not respond for some reason, not come through it. I just don't understand that. Like, if I'm unable to make it to an event or something that I told people I was going to be at, especially me, like having a company name on myself, I'm always going to let people know, like, hey, I can't be there because of this. It's a simple yes or no. I don't get it. Like, maybe they don't feel like going, they're just nervous, but I would rather have a definite no and a definite yes than a whole bunch of maybes and then nobody shows up. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You just got to look at both sides of the story. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Kamari, I said, hey. Or she asked when the shoot was. I said at 10 a.m. No response. If that's too early for you, let me know. We could have changed the time. We had another shoot that afternoon. But you not responding has you missing out on opportunities and has me missing out on opportunities. Like, people working together, we can make something great. People not, coming through, not being MIA, acting CIA. Like, I see y'all in public. What's good? Like, I see you. Open your phone, check the message, put it back in your pocket. Don't do that. I see you. Keep scrolling. Herman, yo, you can be in it if you want. Like, again, you can help out behind the scenes, or you can actually take pictures. I can get you some professional pictures. No response. If you don't respond, you're limiting everybody. Like, you're limiting yourself, you're limiting me. I'm not here to call nobody out, but that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's keep going. Swear. We're going back all the way back to New Year's Eve now. My friends, they're like, hey, we're ready to do this hangout. You can film some stuff. You can just film like a cool video, like friends hanging out, because we've done this before. Blah, say blah. I'm like, hey, you want to go downtown? Question mark. No response. Radio silent. Just mighty lonely in the phone. Like, where do y'all be? Ned, the day before New Year's Eve, he wants a company video. I'm like, I'll film it for free. You ain't got to worry about the prices. I'll make sure you're taken care of. I said, hey, when would be a good time to contact you? Hey, free this time this week. Hey, what's going on? No response. Radio silent. I'm like, are you dead? I show up to the restaurant. He's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, your phone? It doesn't work? Like, what? Don't understand it. I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand how you cannot have the courtesy. If somebody says something to you in real life, and you just sitting over here like, and I'm like, hey, are you free at this time? Hello? Are you there? It's so much easier to, like, deface somebody, like, disrespect somebody on the phone than it is in real life. But what you don't take into account is, A, I see you in real life. B, it still has the same effect. Just because you're not answering a text message doesn't mean that you're lightening the mood and softening the act. Or keep scrolling. Jalen, I'll shoot you a free music video. What time are you free next week? Radio silent. If you're like, hey, I don't know, I need some time to figure it out, let me know that. That's better than nothing. That's better than the crickets I got back here, because, like, I don't understand y'all, man. I just don't. Continue scrolling. I'm not gonna call out Langston today, but just know Langston's in here too. Professors, I'm calling y'all out too. If you tell a student to email you, and I email you, and you don't respond, I'm patiently waiting, but everything happens in its own time. So sometimes I have other time constraints. I'm trying to get this in before I can get that in. You don't understand. Like, this radio silent thing is not going to work. If you say you're going to be somewhere and then you flake on me in the last moment, that's so detrimental, because I could have easily just scheduled somebody else in that spot. Me as a creator, me as a content creator, as CEO of a company, my time is valuable. I'm juggling a lot of things right now. There's just certain things that aren't going to sit well with me. So, come on, guys, right? But what would all this, complaining be without a solution? Like, anybody can sit here and complain all day, but, how do you pose a solution? And my solution to the problem is perseverance and adaptation, right? So I looked back, I reflected on this last semester, as in fall 2019, and I thought about all the projects I wanted to create, and I thought about even back to the summer of 2019 where I wanted to shoot a short film. All of the things that I wanted to do, all of these great, outstanding aspirations that people, they're like, oh my gosh, Jane, you should do that. Slap me on the back, give me a high five, etc. And then, they don't ever come through. I'm like, I can't film it with just me, myself, and I, although, no, we're getting to that later. So, y'all don't come through. It's like, what do I do? So, I had some time to think creatively, and I'm like, I think that I'm going to change my strategy in the sense of, if people don't want to work, if people don't come through, if people be whatever, then push them to the side and continue moving, continue networking, growing my platform, which I have been doing extensively over the past couple of weeks, growing my platform, doing what I can do so that hopefully I will encounter more people that are willing to work, and then I can finally get some projects done. And then from there, because once you do a good project, then everybody's like, OMG, that's great, I want to be a part of this. But whenever you're first starting out, it's always the hardest. So with that being said, that's kind of my solution. That's what I'm implementing now. Whenever we had the Black Empowerment photo shoot, I invited, say, 30, 40, 50 people, and 8 showed up. And I'm kind of learning that relationship of if you want 10 people to show up, you gotta invite 60. And because I've yet to be surprised by people. I've yet to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this many people to show up. You're just not doing it. So I don't know what it is. People, why you got a phone if you ain't gonna respond to it? The whole point of a phone is so that I can wirelessly communicate with you whenever I'm not actually there in person. And then I'm shooting you reminder texts, I'm doing all of this extra stuff. You know how much mentally it is to get in my phone, not check social media, not be like Twitter, blah blah blah, whatever. How much mental capacity it takes for me to be like, okay, let me text every single person about this photo shoot, about that specific time, etc., etc. Run all this stuff. It takes work. So for you to just anyway, and just go about your day, negative. It doesn't sit well with me. So it's 2020. I don't do this New Year's resolution stuff. I'm 20 years old. I'm a man now. I don't have time for this childish stuff. I don't have time for this kiddie stuff. Look, I ain't nobody's plan B, so either you choose me or you lose me. That's just keeping it real. You either gonna come through and slide, or you can push to the side. And that's just me.
At any given time, we could trade places. Oh, how the mighty you're falling from high graces. I'm just trying to stay on track in the front like braces. This life is a marathon. We've been running through the mazes, trying to stay the same through the changes. Oh well, I guess that everybody's going through some phases. The quest for validation isn't painless. It's because we just looking for acceptance from strangers.